so many times does something to you, it plants a seed of doubt, fear, and before you know it, you just don't see failure as something that happened to you. You start believing that you're the failure. The hardest part about failure isn't failure itself, is what comes after the failure. That voice that whispers, maybe you're not just good enough, maybe you'll never get it right. And after hearing the voice enough times, you start believing it. And the sad truth is, failure tricks you into believing that it is permanent, but the truth is, it never was. I've had my own fair of failures, right? And the truth is, sometimes I actually believe those tiny voices that tell me that I'm a failure. But here is the good news: failure isn't proof that you're not good enough, it is proof that you're trying. And trying means you're learning means you're growing, and growth is the real goal. Henry Ford once said, failure is simply an opportunity to begin again, but this time more intelligently. So, how do we trust ourselves again after failing several times? Remembering who you are and your capabilities is very important, because now you have to go back to remember who you were before doubt took over, before fear made a home in your mind. Acknowledge your progress, not just your setbacks. You're further than you were yesterday, last year, last 2 years. Next, you have to reframe failure as a feedback, not a finality. What did I learn from this? What did it teach me? Next, take one small action today, just one. Trust isn't built overnight, it is built moment by moment. Next, speak to yourself like you would to a friend. You would not call your friend a failure, so don't call yourself a failure. You have survived 100% of your bad days. You're stronger than you think. Your failures do not define you. Your setbacks are not your identity. What defines you is that you're still here. Despite everything, you still have another shot. You still have another chance to prove to yourself that you're not your mistakes. Trust yourself again. You owe it to the person you're becoming. There's this quote that I like, which says, "She remembered who she was, and the game changed." Bye.